Nothing says the fearless year of Shadow more than putting his name under his rival's decade-old anniversary title. They don't call him Shadow for nothing. Alright, it's that time of year again. The great developers of Sega have finally blessed us with yet another reheated port. Nothing like leftovers from 10 years ago to remind me that everything sucks now. Us Sonic fans are eating good. Until the game comes out and everybody inevitably hates it. Alright, let me start out by saying I'm not attacking anybody in specific in this video. If you want to buy Sonic X the Meta X Generations, that's cool. I'm just a guy whining on the internet for his weekly video quota. You don't have to listen to me. In fact, you can click off right now. Because that's your disclaimer. I'm about to sink my cynical teeth into this backyard hodgepodge of a port. I am not paying for this game. And I waited for the trailer to come out before making this video, and I'm still not convinced. Like, we all know Shadow is the cool ultimate life form with the shoes he needs to keep up with Sonic because he's not fast enough, despite being the ultimate life form.
They're air shoes.
Dude has a motorcycle, red stripes painted on his hair. I mean, this man just breathes 90s edge. And even though Shadow is the pinnacle of cool, I think he's kind of overshadowing.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But take off the rose-tinted glasses for a sec, and don't forget, this is Sega. They're gonna skimp, and you know what I mean. Remember episode Shadow from Forces? It was originally DLC and they were kind of forced into making it free because of how bad the game was doing. And it was only like 4 stages total. By the way, they were just Sonic stages, but with Shadow. That was it. Now I really hope I'm wrong and we get to see some dope content. I bet you people in the comments, butthurt Sega fanboys, who will buy anything they produce, despite how bad the business practices, are probably gonna be like,
"Ha, shows how much you know. This video is gonna age like milk when the game comes out because it's gonna be awesome. I'm going to the store right now to spend all of my life savings on 20 copies to resell on eBay."
good! Go for it! Because if I'm wrong, that means we'd actually get a good game. Because it's probably gonna be like 5 stages. I mean, this is literally the Sonic and Shadow rumored game that it's been leaked for, I don't know, like 6 months for now, and we all thinking it was gonna be like a Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 remake or something, and this is it. This is it. Yet another port of some decade-old game that's only existing to make room for it being on the Switch, because every other console right now already has generations. The Xbox Store has generations. The PS Store, the PlayStation Store, has generations. You can play generations today. It's $20. It's $20 on Steam right now, while it's still on Steam, by the way. Might I add, because, you know, as soon as Sega releases the new version, they're gonna snuff that one out. Sonic Origins, removing CD and forcing people to buy it. I mean, Sonic X Shadows is $50. Good lord. That's like, what, $30 DLC? This game really should have just been DLC, but I bet people are gonna be like, you can't make DLC for a decade-old game. Why not? But they wouldn't really profit from that. But here's what they could have profited from. Why don't they just make it its own game? God, like, it really sucks that the Sonic series just refuses to move forward. Like, this is literally an anniversary of an anniversary. Like, we're recycling the recycled material. It's not even nostalgia at this point. It's now the norm. It's like Sega forgot how to make their own game, so they just keep making ports to keep Sonic relevant. 1 step forward, 2 steps back, am I right? Colors Ultimate, Sonic Origins, Sonic Mania. Like, I get preservation and making games available to the new generation is cool and all, but when is enough enough? We've been milking nostalgia for 10 years. I'm just so sick of ports, man. Like, I already own these games. If I wanted to play them, I would. Oh, another point I wanted to mention that someone actually brought up in another video, I'll put it on screen if I ever dig through my history to actually find it, but it's the direction that Sega's taking, to kind of squeeze in new content. It's kind of scary. Like, we all agree that Shadow Generations could have been its own standalone game, and we would have probably been fine with paying for it like, what, $60, as long as we got like full-fledged stages and whatnot. It's like they were afraid people wouldn't buy it if it wasn't included as a bundle with Sonic Generations. Like, they really shouldn't do this when they try out new things. I don't want to buy Sonic Generations again. I bought Sonic Generations already. It's still available to buy to this day. Why couldn't they just release Shadow Generations as a standalone title? You know, it being the year of Shadow and all, you could throw the guy a bone, give him his own game, don't put his name under Sonic. Like, my god. Luigi didn't even get treated that poorly in 2013, man. Like, jeez. Also, I just wanted to throw this in at the end. If you're one of the unfortunate souls who pre-ordered this game on Switch, I am so sorry. You are not seeing 60 FPS. You're just not. I mean, it's the Switch for peak's sake. This game was struggling to run Sonic Colors. That was a Wii game. Can you actually imagine the Switch? Can you fathom for a second, right? Let's just think about it, right? Let's just think. An Xbox 360 or a PS3 game running on the Switch, that thing is going to fry. It is either there's going to be crashes, noticeable slowdown, horrible quality, glitches upon glitches. It'll be like trying to play Call of Duty on the DS. It's only fun to watch it suffer.
Look at him choke! Look at him suffer!
You're allowed to be hyped for this game. I don't actually care. I know like 80% of the player base already bought Generations and plan on buying it again. Good for you. Buy a baker's dozen for all I care. Your wallet, not mine. At least somebody's keeping Sega in business.